own things in. I wanted to come on here and talk about this. Okay, so first of all, one of the things that you have to understand, the life that you want, it awaits you. Okay, let me just say that again. The life that you desire, the life that you want, the life that you see other people with, whatever it is, you see people going on trips every time you turn around, they're going on vacation. You see them just living a life, right? Understand that life awaits you. Okay, you gotta get there. You gotta understand that life awaits you. But one of the things that you really have to understand and get is the things the things that you've been doing, okay, is costing you your desires. Okay. So, I was at the park. I'm just coming from the park, and I went to, first off, I went to the post office, okay, so I can endorse my bill. Okay. And if you don't know what endorse bills means, it basically means like, instead of you paying a bill with cash, okay, you endorse it. Look it up. Okay. All right. So I was at the park, and a lot of the things that I see in my life, like, I changed drastically. And I tell you guys all the time, right? Like, the person that you want to stay dedicated to, like, this version probably of yourself, the version of you being afraid, the version of you feeling like, oh, I can't go there because I don't know nobody, the version of you feeling like, oh, well, I can't do that because then I'm gonna have to do it by myself. That version of you is costing you your darn life, is costing you greatness. Okay, could you guys hear me? I don't know if you guys can hear me. Oh, child, I hope you guys can hear me. I hope I ain't making this video and you guys can't darn hear me. Okay, but if you are a person, because, before I used to be like, I didn't want to do certain things, right? But I get out of my comfort zone so much. And one of the things that I had started seeing for my life is everything has to do with the other. Okay. So a lot of you guys, I had told you guys, before I started going to the gym and, working out and stuff like that, it was like always something. Well, actually, I started going to the gym, working out, and then that opened the door for me to start running in public. Okay. Because it was once upon a time where, so I used to be afraid to run in public. Okay, I used to be afraid because I used to be thinking all types of shit. I was gonna get hit by a car. It was all these different things that was going on in my mind. And as I continuously stepped into my greatness, as I continuously said, you know what, I know I got this. I know I'm strong enough for this. I know I'm capable for this. I know whatever it is that I want, I can have it. Okay, I am deserving. I am worthy of it. And those were some of the things that I started telling myself. And so as I started telling myself these things and affirming myself, okay, my life started changing. Okay, it started changing drastically. This is one of the things I'm going to tell you guys. I remember when my two oldest children, when they were smaller, right? And I remember they used to be wanting to go to the park. And I remember this one time, it was a few times really. I would be like, no, I can't go to the, I wouldn't want to go to the park. No, I can't go to the park. Or I felt like I had to be dolled up, right? Like I felt like I had to have makeup on. I felt like I had to have, and I was going to the park with these darn, these shoes that, like, the wedges, right? Going to the park with my children with wedges on, okay? I felt like I just could not get out of there stage of bouginess, right? Like I felt like I always had to have it together, put together. And I'm so proud of myself because nowadays I just show up. Nowadays I just show up. And the most important thing about life is this. You have to know who you are. You have to know, like, and you guys hear me say this all the time. You know, I know who I am, but each and every day, like I'm getting to know myself more and more. And the reason I say that, because I know some may say, well, isn't that a damn contradiction? The reason I say I'm getting to know myself more and more each and every day is because it is. You supposed to be growing. Each and every day, you supposed to be growing. Each and every day, you supposed to be learning. Each and every day, you supposed to be doing something different, okay? And that difference is going to cost you, okay? So if you're a person and you're like, well, I'm going to keep doing the same thing because, I've been doing it for so many years, for so long. One of the things you have to ask yourself is, by you doing the same thing each and every day, how is that working out for you? Ask yourself that. Ask yourself that, okay? You need to ask yourself and be honest with yourself. When you ask yourself these questions, how could I get better? How could I do better? Okay? Because in order for you to get better, you have to do better, right? And so I wanted to come on here and talk to the ones that's out there that's like, they want their life to be better, okay? They want, they circle to be different and all these different things. But one of the things that you have to understand and come to realize is your life is going to change once you change. That's just how it is, okay? Your life is going to change once you change. Once you change, your life is going to change, okay? But if you look at your life and you feel like, oh, well, I want everything outside of me to change, that's almost like this. It's some people, okay, and honey, let me tell you something. I had put deodorant on today, some native. That native just not for me. That native just not for me. It really isn't for me, okay? It is, but anywho, so okay. Just what it is, okay? It's some people that just don't wash, okay? All right? They just don't wash, okay? And the thing about that is, when you was a kid, you probably was a kid, although you was putting the clean clothes on, and that stench, it's the same as that concept, right? Like if you're a person that's like, I want the outside world to change before I change, good luck with it. Good luck with it, because chances of that happening, the outside world changing, and you staying the same, is not going to happen. It's just not going to happen, okay? You're going to have to do something different. You're going to have to become somebody different. At times, you're gonna experience the anxiety because it's like you stepping into this new person. All the stuff that you want, it awaits you. But you have to believe in yourself. You have to know that you are capable. You have to know that you have what it takes. You have to look at yourself and know that you did not come here just to work and pay bills. Okay, so to the people out there that's like, they feel like they just came here. They feel like they just came here to work and pay bills. Honey, you got to start looking at yourself better than that. Okay, because you did not just come here for that. All right. You have to start looking at yourself that whatever it is that you desire, honey, you can have it. You have to start looking at yourself like that, because let me tell you something. If you don't look at yourself like that and you looking for outside validation, okay, you want other people to look at you like that, chances of you attracting that as well is very slim to none. Okay, so to the person that's out there that's like, I want to live a better life. I want, you know, I want to live in a better environment. I want a better car or whatever it is. It does not matter what it is. It awaits you, but you have to become somebody different. You have to do things that you necessarily never did before. Okay, I remember I told you guys before. I used to be like, I don't like reading, right? I used to say I didn't like reading. Now, every time I go out, I keep hearing something in these damn woods. Well, over here. Now, every time I go out, I always have a book. Okay, I stay with a book. Right now, I have Dale Carnegie book, and I just started reading this. But all my time, it goes to consumer law, okay? But since I was going to Trader Joe's and I was milling my endorsed papers off to the CFO, okay, I said, you know what? Instead of me going in the house, let me do something different, okay? Do different, you get different. And so I was reading this book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. This so far is so good, okay? I heard like a lot of wonderful things about the book. But anywho, so you got to become somebody different, sweetheart, okay? You just gonna have to do some things different, okay? And a part of you, probably the ego, is going to try to convince you that you don't have what it takes, but you do have what it takes. You would not be here, okay, if you didn't have what it takes. You would have not been created if you did not have what it takes. You do have what it takes, but you got to see it within yourself, and you got to tell yourself constantly that you have what it takes. And with that being said, I love you guys.